Hey Lakeland, this is Jamie Cretella, and we are live today with Wazi and Jeremiah. So Wazi is at one of the tables down by Breakers, down where the book lounge is and everything. So she's here to discuss Holden University and where her University Franklin is here today. So can you maybe tell us something that could inspire students to go to your table today?
Yes, we save you a lot of money. And I think students really like to hear that. Franklin University, we're based in Columbus. We've had a partnership with Lakeland for a number of years. I've been with Franklin for 5 years. So within the 5 years that I've been here, they have really streamlined their partnership so that there is a representative such as myself available to students here accessibly, as opposed to having a representative come from Columbus like they used to do occasionally when they were when they had time or had a chance to get it in their schedule to do so.
Or they're in a neighborhood.
Right, if you're just in the neighborhood here at Lakeland. So with that being said, I am the Community College Regional Manager. And what my job responsibilities include is recruiting students to come from Lakeland. They earn their associate's degree, and we take credits from that associate's degree and apply it to programs that we offer at Franklin. Specifically, we do offer face-to-face programs over at Holden University Center, and that would be for accounting and forensic accounting, which is a double major or can be done individually. And we offer business forensics. And we have since partnered to offer the health information management program, but that program is done online.
All right. So if, let's say that a student, though Holden is accessible, it's closer to them, are there certain things that maybe would be more beneficial to go to the main campus, or are both campuses something that a student would be interested in?
You mean in terms of going to Franklin's main campus?
Yeah, so like are there any activities or specific programs that a student might prefer over on the main campus of Franklin?
Well, we're not a residential campus. So it really wouldn't serve a student, to take classes at our main campus. So the idea of our partnership is that it saves students money as well as its convenience factor, because a lot of our students they already are in positions where they have jobs. They have careers in a certain area or location of where they live, and all of our majors can be done online. So a lot of times that is conducive to the student's schedule, as well as their competing interest or time or family obligations. So the only time they really need to come to Franklin's main campus is for commencement.
For commencement.
Yes.
So then like everything else could be taken and done at Holden.
Specifically for those majors, for the accounting, forensic accounting, and business forensics. Yeah. Anything else, if they want to take those classes face to face, they can. If they want to take those classes for the accounting and the business forensic, if they want to take that online, they can, but any of our majors can be done online. And a large majority of our students do their degrees online because a lot of them are not necessarily in a location where they can access a Franklin campus or, any of our university center partnerships that we have.
All right. Do you know like how long it generally takes for someone after their associates to get like a certain business major or to graduate with a certain degree that they're looking for?
So the idea is that students will earn their associate's degree. Okay, so that's 60 some hours, depending on what the major is for Lakeland students. And then we have what we call another year that we refer to as bridge coursework. And that's classes that you necessarily didn't need for your major, for your associate's degree at Lakeland, but we need you to have them to get you up to that 120 or 124 hours of coursework necessary to award you a bachelor's degree. So students can do 3 years of coursework here at Lakeland, okay, because we want you to get more bang for your buck. I don't want you coming to Franklin and not getting everything that you can and saving the money that you can from Lakeland. And then typically students can be done with it in a year.
So what does the tuition kind of look like for someone going for their bachelor's, for example?
Well, tuition for a bachelor's outright is going to be more expensive because bachelor level credits cost more than associate level credits, and they vary across the board. For our degree, students will pay a little under $16,000 for the 30 hours or so that they will complete of Franklin coursework, which saves them a lot of money. If you go to other universities, typically they don't accept the number of credit hours that we do. We accept up to 94. Most universities accept 60 some hours. So when you think about, you'll be taking another 60 or so at another university, where with Franklin, if you do the 3 years of Lakeland coursework and then transfer to us and complete about 30 hours, because you need 30 hours for residency, we're saving you money.
All right, then. So I remember you said how there's no residency at Franklin's main campus.
Right, we don't have residents.
Right. So are there any like I know how at Lakeland there's a bunch of different clubs, there's the station, there's sports. Are there any activities there that could kind of bring students to either Holden or the main campus?
We don't have a sports team at Franklin. We do have different activities that we do invite students to campus for, okay? We do have a student life area. But the way that, you have the different sports or, activities like that, you don't normally see that typically on a Franklin's campus. But we do have, like I said, we have career services. We do have an Office of Disability. We do have those resources that students require. Because we want to, we are a university, so we do have those type of resources available to students, but you're not going to, like how you, sports or, you're not going to see that. We do have an Office of International Students to work with international students that transfer into Franklin. And we do have some of them do take residence, downtown to attend Franklin, but that's about the extent of it.
One question with all the partnerships that we have been here, with the whole books getting for class and that, besides probably some people looking on Amazon and that, do they have to go to your main campus? I never asked this before. I never really thought of this.
They don't have to go to our main campus because now, with books anymore, you can just order them online. We do have a campus bookstore. You can order them online, but we did make the move just recently to ebooks. So we do have that offering for students if they want to do ebooks.
They can just go probably the bookstore on the website.
Exactly.
Over and all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And they can have them delivered within typically I think it's about 48 hours that they can be delivered to them. Or, as most students, I think, you guys have all the renting books or going through Amazon or what have you.
Yeah, I never thought to ask that, how that goes down.
Yeah.
So something I know that like Lakeland has specifically is at a certain point in the semester there's book buybacks. Is there anything similar to that at Franklin, or you buy a book, you keep a book kind of deal?
Or you find your own way of selling that?
Yeah.
You know what, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. I believe they have a book buyback. I don't know how that process works though. Because most of the students that I deal with in person, they either are doing the ebook thing, or they've come across the book, or they've maybe met somebody who had the class and got the book from them.
Yeah, students being resourceful.
Exactly.
That's very much.
It is very interesting how resourceful you can be, especially when you try to save money. And I don't I don't knock it whatsoever because it's expensive going to college, and it's expensive being a student. And then you have a lot of students that, they pay out of pocket or what have you. So, yeah, resourcefulness is the key.
So speaking of saving money, are there any scholarships that people can look out for that your university takes, or any certain loans or grants that are sent out?
We do offer financial aid. So the same financial aid process that you use to attend, Lakeland, you would apply for FAFSA. Franklin does have scholarships. We have undergraduate scholarships. We have, scholarships for transfer students. And usually when students meet with me, I give them a printout or direct them to where they can find those scholarship opportunities. But our scholarships range from $200 to $2,000 a semester. So there's a number of different scholarships and a 500-word essay to get you into the pool. And then you can go and narrow down specifically what scholarships that you want based on the criteria. And if you meet that criterion, you can check the box and all of that type of stuff when I sit with the students and go through our programs and applications and all of that stuff. I work through that with them to show them how to submit that.
All right.
Very valid.
And then the other thing I'd like to share also is what I do actually, do with students. So my responsibility is recruiting them and getting them through their getting them registered for their first class or classes, first term at Franklin. So typically you can find me throughout the semester, right down outside of the counseling office in the A building. Whenever they have tables for specific events, I usually attend those. I'm over at the Holden University Center. My hours are Tuesdays from 11 to 3 p.m., but I can be available on other days, other times if students want to meet in the evening. If they want to meet outside of those hours, the Tuesday hours from 11 to 3, they can contact me directly. To meet with me on Tuesday, they can contact Holden University Center because they keep my schedule from that time frame. You can reach them at 440-525-7535. You can always reach me. You can text me. You can call me on my work cell phone, which is 216-287-1848. I always encourage students to meet with me early, even if they are kind of considering or just want to get an idea of where their credits will transfer, because I like to provide them with a little checklist so that they can see what classes that we take from Lakeland that will come in for the specific degree that they're seeking. And a lot of times it's nice for students to get a hold of that ahead of time, because they can start taking classes or mixing in some of those classes that they don't necessarily need for their associate's degree, but that we want them to have at Franklin. So I always say is the earlier the better. Don't procrastinate, but I'm always available to you at some point in time. Also, they have the transfer center down on the main in the main area.
Yeah, right across from the learning center.
Exactly. So
I can't think of the room number.
I can't be either. I'm sorry, I don't know the room number by heart. But if you ever need to get a hold of me, you can contact them. They know how to access me. And if you ever want to meet with me over there and not come over to Holden, I'm more than welcome to do that too.
Right. If someone was looking, say, next semester to transfer over to Holden or to the Franklin main campus, is there a date already set out for the beginning of the semester?
Well, October 10th, we are having a transfer information and registration day, okay? And that is going to be over at Holden University Center. And that is going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So you will want to get a hold of myself, or you will want to get a hold of them directly. But if you're interested in transferring for the spring, which is what we call winter, just to confuse you, no, but we call it winter term. Or if you see it written down somewhere, our winter means spring. So I wanted to be clear on that. But you would want to meet with me this month. And that would be a good day to do it. But again, if you can't specifically meet that day or any of that time frame, that does not mean I can't meet with you at another time or another day.
All right, sounds good. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you
it was
so much.
So nice to meet you.
I enjoyed being here. I like coming here, and I think last year, I'm not sure, I didn't make it, but the year before, that's when I had Jeremiah. So it was good to see you again.
Yeah, I'm still here.
You're still here, exactly. But that's all right because you're on your way out. But sounds like you've been doing a lot of good things and getting a lot of good degrees.
You're
right. Exactly. But it's always good to see you, and I appreciate you having me.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll definitely have to make it a thing, especially in spring and that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'd love to come
to keep
back.
people informed.
Yes, definitely.
Well, not only the new demographic, but even we get people in spring, new people.
That's true, who may not know about it. And because I realized that the main campus of Lakeland is more trafficked or heavier traffic than over Holden. So like you said, they're new, they're coming here, they may not realize. But there's a number of partnerships over at Holden. So it's definitely worth students coming over and checking out.
Yeah.
All right, good to hear. Well, anyone who has any more questions that we might not have covered, you can certainly stop by and visit at the table down in front of the counseling center. But I believe that'll be all for now.
Okay,
great.
Are
you there till what, 1 or noon?
Till 1.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, good to hear from you. Nice to meet you. And Lakeland, we'll see you later.